The tank was sitting out in the garage all this time, so we finally brought it in the house. We put it on the hassock because we didn't want the bulkheads, anything to happen to the bulkheads. See them sticking out there underneath the backing is? So we placed it on the hassock so that we could bring in the stand. It's been sitting in the garage probably for about 2 weeks trying to get ready. We got some work to do on the stand.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q.
Welcome to QueAquatics and Exotics. We're going to take that tank that you just saw and turn it into this tank. So come along for the ride and I'll show you all the steps I went through. I'm sure there's 100 different ways to get these results, but I'm going to show you what my experience and how I did it. So come along and check it out. So there was a couple things we wanted to address. This piece came off and in the move we can't seem to find it. So we're going to put another piece on and end up painting it black. But you see how it gets stuck here? We thought the tank weight was too heavy and the support wasn't working well, so we were going to put in another support. But I think it's just the hinge, because when I pick it up, it works fine. So this hinge here is just loose, old, loose, whatever. I think it just needs to be tightened up. So I'm going to clean this out. I also want to add things to hang up the equipment. There's equipment that we use in this saltwater tank that sitting on the ground, and it kind of got all the, the creep, the extra salt kind of creep from the sump on it. And it made it look really nasty, and they regulated the airflow. So I think if we just have them up there hanging up, it'll look a lot neater. And it was very hard to get this done while it was set up, so I thought this is the perfect timing. I think we got, I keep saying this is a 74 bow front. It's a 72 bow front. Just a sticker, 72 bow front. Let's take a look at the tank. So this is the back end of the tank. And right now it's filled with the salt creep, sand. We have probably never had the back off since we set it up. So either I'm going to wash the back, or maybe it's our opportunity to get new backing. So I'm going to wash this off. Hey Sophie! But I really like the way this looks in the back of the tank with all the corals. It's not a reef tank. And then there's one overflow back here. So all this will get cleaned out. A part of me just wants to put the blue backing on, but I really like these colors. Hello, baby. Hello. This needs a lot of cleaning. I gotta start getting started. While he's working on the stand, I'm gonna start working on getting this cleaned up. So first, I got to turn down D from Down the Wormhole. If you guys don't know who D is from Down the Wormhole, shame on you! Check her out. I put a link in the link will go across the top because I'm cool like that. I think, unless I can't figure out how to do it. But I'm going to try to put the link across the top. So I am cleaning out the sump. So we put a new board on here. I painted it with just plain old craft paint. Not the best job in the world, but you know what? It will work. It looks like it's all black now and not just a piece of pine. So right now I scrubbed this down and now I'm rinsing it off and sucking it out. I used a little bit of vinegar in it. And as you can tell over here, the water comes down from the top. Oh, I don't think it's going to be in focus. Oh, please, I hear water flowing. Now I'm starting to fill up the sump. Cleaned it out, rinsed it off. Now I'm filling it up with safe water. Tap water with safe in it. So this is the return line, and that's the pump it up. Comes into the socks, over the live rock with beneficial bacteria. You can't seem to get the airflow working. This guy. Okay, right now there's a hot mess going on with the wires. We got to do a lot of cable management. We're setting up this tank. We ran out of salt, so it's kind of like brackish water. There's no fish in it, so we're not too worried about it. So we only had enough salt to make this brackish water. I'm about to make it salt water. I'm going to be adding some salt. It's a 1/2 cup per gallon. So since this is 72 gallons, Normally that would be 36 cups. Because it's already brackish, I'm not going to do 36 cups. I'll probably go around 25 or 30 and then test the salinity. So what I'll do is I'm going to put in 20 cups. And I'm going to mute this so I can still watch my movie. Okay, so that was 20. Let me add some water. All right, now I'm going to pour the water down here on the bottom and have it filter through. Hopefully that'll mix it up a little bit more. So it's like shooting out super salt water throughout the tank. It will dissolve. It has not started coming down here. So you can see it has not started coming down the overflow yet. Once it starts coming down the overflow, this will start turning a little bit different color. And you'll see how this is clear. This will turn more white. Just starting to come through the overflow now. So some other things that we needed for this tank, besides adding more salt, the pump that we're using in here is actually the pump that we use in our 20-gallon tub to keep the water circulating. Our pump actually died, so we had to get another pump. So this came with a little manifold, because we're also going to have the Wavemaker in here. No, it's just the electricity. This is the Wavemaker. Oh, there's lots of parts to it. Good, just what I like, right? I'm sure this is a very good reason to have these straps. So now we got this pump that on the end of it, so now while that water's stirring around, but I know I do a lot of fresh water, and I keep thinking there should be a sponge on the end of this. But they don't have a sponge on the end of this, but it would just make sense that there is a sponge. Do they want us to put our own sponge in here? Or hopefully everything would be filtered before it got to the pump, right? Just seems silly that there's no sponge on the end. But that's my freshwater thinking, so I don't know if it's different for salt water. That part I gotta find out. This is 55 watts, 72 liters per hour, so that's 1,900 gallons per hour. So we need the hose, which that doesn't have. This is filling up with water. We just have to go to the red line. Let's see if you could see that. That red line on the bottom of the sump. Can you see that? I think you can, yeah. The whole reason that red line is there, it's to know that's where you put the water, and if you lost electricity and the overflow drained into there, you still would not overflow the sump. So determining what line that is always good to know. Like that, we got it that way. We've tested it, not by choice, but we've tested it, and it's true. So if you don't have a marker on your sump, that's going to tell you when your power goes off and the overflow drains down, you need to know exactly where that water line is so it doesn't overflow. I'm going to test the salinity. I added about 20 cups to the brackish water that already existed. Yeah, I think I should have kept going with the 30 cups, but I'm still moving. Down around 1.016, and we wound it up around 1.022. So now I think I have it down. So this is the pump. It's going to have a hose going to shoot up through the overflow. And the pump is connected to this hub. And there's your electricity. You can gauge the strength of the pump, which is good. Then we have another little doohickey, like a hub, that this goes to airflow, the Wavemaker. And if we had another one, it would get plugged in here and connected over here. And if we had another one, go here. And then the fourth one is if we had more things to connect, we could bring it to another hub if we want. These we're going to mount on the side of the tank stand over here. Those we're going to mount back up there, way up top. Same as the hydrometer that I use It looks like a little periscope. This is actually on the high end. This would be really good for corals. We kind of want it right around 1.023, so I might drain some of this out and put in some fresh water. I tried so hard not to go over. So here's what we got so far. Let me show you where these fish are now. Because these fish right now are in a very small nano tank. I'll watch the UC surf behind me. Very small nano tank. And I'm doing a water change like every other day. You can see how quickly with the light on, it's just way too small for this bio load. So I cannot wait. And these live rock that have lots of beneficial bacteria is going to go in the sump down there. So yes, we're going to have full use of that, but I don't want those wild corals up here. And I definitely don't want those bristleworms up here. Okay, I'm going to add the sand and the crushed corals now. So even though I rinsed the sand and the crushed corals so it was running clear, it's still a little cloudy, so we're going to check back in a little bit and see if it clears up. But the salinity is perfect. We have live rock ready to go in when we put the fish in. We're good here. Almost ready. All right, one fish down, 4 to go. I gotta say, this clownfish looks like almost like a toddler when you release them into the playground. You're so happy to be out of that nano tank and to be able to swim all around. It was so nice to see. I can't wait to get the other fish in here and see if it's the reaction too. I was noticing when I released the Picasso, it didn't come out very clear. I'll have to get a close-up of my little Picasso trigger in a few minutes. Can you see the fox face peeking up? Oh, what a pretty... There she is. Well, this looked to clear up very nicely, even though some of the fish are sleeping. Crystal clear. I like how it came out. I've added a fox face, the dog face puffer, the Picasso trigger, clownfish, and a coral hog wrasse who's sleeping inside the boat. I can't wait till tomorrow they're all awake and swimming around. I did just shoot this, but I was on a live stream. I was listening to a live stream and I forgot to mute it, so right now it's just the clown and the dog face puffer swimming around. Everybody else is sleeping. The Picasso trigger looks like he's trying to go to sleep. I don't know where the fox face found her home, but inside that ship is where the coral hog wrasse is. Let's see if we can look underneath. Okay. So this is the nighttime. This is what it looks like at night. And those are live rocks. So the water comes down into the socks, flows over through the live rock. There's a large sponge there. It's hard to see right there. And then the filter. And next to it usually is the skimmer. But skimmer is down. So we're going to have to either fix the protein skimmer or come up with something else. So this is what this tank looks like. Now this is the live rock from my nano tank. Yes, it has the bristle nose, it has the bristle worms in it, but it also has one of my gobies inside and I can't coax her out, so she's staying. she's staying. I know she's in there. I saw her right before the move, so sooner or later I'll get her. This is the tank with the blue light on. And here's the next day. It's all cleared up and they look like they're having a blast. Got the hog wrasse swimming around, the dog face, the clown, the Picasso trigger. I don't see the fox face, but she was swimming around looking pretty nice. I'm really happy the way this tank came out, and I'm feeling motivated to do my salty videos again. It's been a while. I don't know if anybody here has seen my saltwater videos. I used to have a saltwater Sunday that I did every week, and then disaster struck and I became brokenhearted with my saltwater tank. But it stayed alive. It stayed at John's. It's been rebuilt back up again, and now that he's moved in, we're starting all over again, and I am in love. So I could sit here and watch this tank for hours. Absolutely hours. I could just sit here and watch the tank and the fish. So I'm hoping you're enjoying this, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get some GoPro footage, put on some nice music. Leave your comments below what you think about this tank, or if you'd like to see any other fish in it. I am thinking about getting a blue tang. That's what I'm thinking about, but here we go. I'm not sure where the best bird's eye view would be, or should I say fish eye view. I never get tired of looking at this tank, let me tell you. I just sit here, and it's great because this chair's right here. Hello, buddy. And they're all right here. Hi, all of them. Hello. Well, aren't you the cutest guys ever? They all came to say hello, and I know they're not hungry. Well, how great is that? Thanks, guys, and I will see you next time. Ooh, stay tuned for my theme song.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.